So we brought together candidate genomic observatory sites, partners of those sites, and key members of the GSC community, and also key members of the Ocean Sampling Day initiative to sort of talk about how we might come together and share best practice and actually formalize a real network that can work together. A lot of people think standards are quite the dry thing, but we try to think of them more as innovation tools, that if you don't have to worry about certain things working well, you can actually get on to the real science.
The GSC provides guidance, and it provides a portal or a place where those who want to partake in the network and those who need to know what kind of information to collect to make them also feel like part of a global network. It's the place to come, and it needs to have a central facility like that. So that's the chief role I see it providing.
I think the main contribution at the beginning was really the standardization. So standardization, we developed checklists and protocols how to best deal with contextual metadata that is associated with genomes, later on with metagenomes and marker gene sequence. I think this was a great invention, had a big impact on the community.
So just the rich range of people, but all kind of coalescing around, we need to understand these places in the world. And of course I have interest in my place. So to hear what others are doing at their different sites, how they're innovating, how they're overcoming some of the challenges that I recognize in our own site is incredibly exciting and informative.
As a scientist, I'm excited by the idea that now we will have all this data available in the future. It seems relatively easy, but what I like most is that I will be in touch with other scientists that may have questions that I haven't thought about, or the same question as I have, and this is a great opportunity to exchange ideas, because the limiting factor in the effective use of this data is exactly the idea and the way we analyze them. We risk to have more data than we can analyze.
Yeah, I think one of the things that struck me since I've been here is just the depth and range of knowledge amongst different participants. So, you know, we're coming from a very specific environment of kind of observation, but it's been very useful to find out about a lot of things about standards in particular. So it's been very useful from that point of view to learn about all of these different processes involved in these collaborative projects, which extend beyond, you know, just posing the scientific questions.
And what I always loved about the marine world, what inspired me always since I was a child, is that you can't see it. You don't see what's going on under the surface, and that gave rise to a lot of the mysteries about the sea. But in terms of biodiversity and conservation of biodiversity and management of biodiversity, it actually constitutes a huge problem, because we do not see what's going on under the surface. And genomics provides a very efficient, cost-efficient way of sensing and seeing what's going on under the surface. So that's why we have to deploy this tool.
We've been sequencing DNA for many years now, and I think the value that the GSC brings to the community is the added value of contextualizing that kind of data, because more and more as we sequence more environments, the more we know about those environments, the more intelligent analyses we can accomplish. I just hope that we can keep up the momentum and that we can keep up the support, but also that funding agencies will recognize the value in funding projects and funding individuals that help keep this kind of activity alive, because it's not free. It does take resource, but there's a tremendous benefit and value added to it.